Interior designer Glenn Peloso is back with trend-spotting tips on how to turn your outdoor space into the perfect spot to staycation. Well, don't you look comfortable outside?
I do. I'm having a little bit of a movie night. I brought popcorn for us too. It's hard because it's bright outside right now. So we're
Too
watching a
bright.
yeah, but it's a really good episode of Polar Bear in a Snowstorm. It's right here. And you don't have to, like, this is really just a homemade, do it yourself home screen. Two ladders, a sheet. You can do this yourself. You don't have to own a screen to make this happen. But I put this together mainly with all through actually HomeSense winners. So now that they're open again, it's nice to be able to go and find some fun stuff. And they do have some really cool stuff to be able to put together a little outdoor space. So we'll start with some of this stuff, which looks so beautiful. It's not only that it looks great. It's also acrylic, so not even you can break. Well, Bob could never break this. So even if he dropped it, he wouldn't
Oh, I
break
don't
it.
know. I wouldn't tempt him. I
He'd,
don't
I
think it's
mean, give him
bomb-proof.
but really sort of lovely. You can have this around the pool. You can have this out in the backyard. But if you're doing a kids' night or you're doing an outdoor movie night, this isn't the kind of stuff that's going to break when the kids get around it. In the very same way, things like these trays, which I think are just lovely, but they're melamine, so they look spectacular. But if they're outside and kids are around them, nothing is going to happen. Not even if Bob gets close to them. And then these again, like again acrylic, but really sort of vintage looking, great for the kids to be around. And all of these trays that you're able to have to be able to display some of the food that you have and put out onto the thing. I love this jug just because it has this sort of really beautiful retro vibe to it with the stripe in it. But again, melamine, and so or not melamine, it's acrylic, so it isn't something that's going to break, which I think is great.
And I
Um,
like that it has a lid on it too, right? So you're not going to get flies or mosquitoes in there.
Yes. Again, it's slightly Bob-proof. It's what the
Yes.
theme of this whole thing. I'm loving some these. This there's a whole series with Samantha Pin at HomeSense Winners, and I love the colors of this. They're just so bright and fun and outdoors, and you can see it repeated in all kinds of the fabric and stuff like that. I like a bunch of candles around here. This is quite fun. This is a little tiki torch, but it's also the speaker for your outdoor film. Now, you can't hear what we're playing because there's a lot of wind in the Polar Bear and the Snowstorm episode, but that's where you're going to get the sound as well as a little bit of light. Great sort of shawls and blankets to have outside in this sort of as it gets cooler. The kids sometimes fall asleep. You can wrap them up in this and put them down.
Is that
I
a
like
Turkish
them.
towel, that one?
It is not a Turkish towel. It's just a blanket, but you could use
Oh, it
it as a
looks like
Turkish
it's
towel.
beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's lovely and great colors in there too. This again is the same sort of thing. Wrap it around you. If I did a sit up section for the more adult people who don't want to sit on the ground like me, where you again have these really beautiful, like again all of this lovely melamine stuff. I love some of the really fun things that they're doing in terms of display. This is of course a pelican, just like what's on my shirt, which I thought, no, it's a flamingo. What am I
A
talking about? A
flamingo.
pelican? Yes, I get confused sometimes. Um, and this is a little by Mercury. It's a little projector, which is sort of great in terms of being able to. That's what you project from. It plugs in, and you can see the whole thing. Just gets into the. You project from here. It connects to your computer or your iPhone, so you're just really showing things that on YouTube or Polar Bear in a Snowstorm if you need that. Great candles to have out here, and this little set is
That
the
set
it
is
also
beautiful. It looks
it
very vintage.
it does look finished, but what's most spectacular about this for me is that it folds up. So if you don't have a whole lot of space, you're on a balcony, or you don't have a whole lot of space to store things, it looks wonderful. It's really durable, but but it also closes up and looks like it's sort of like big and heavy, and it would take up a lot of space. I think that it's also done in plastic, so that it's not going to give you any problems long term if you have to leave it out on a balcony if you're in a condo or something like that. It's great for a little section outside where you were just going to sit, but not great for movie night. This is of course my favorite part of movie night, and it's the
For
part
the
that
adults.
for the adults, yeah. This is the sort of thing that helps you deal with everybody who's at the party. I'm kidding. Of course. And then wrap it all up in a little carpet so that you have a place to sit down on the grass. Mainly because we're not really going to get outside so much, like or get on
Right.
vacation. We'll be
Yeah.
able to do things that are more in the backyard. One little last thing. I love this little chair. It's for kids, but it folds up into this tiny little packet that you can throw into the back of the car. So if you're out with little ones, or even I think this is probably going to be
Okay. You know
my
what?
seat
We've run
for
out
the
of
rest
time,
the
so
show.
you sit tight. You sit tight, and thanks for joining us, Glenn. We'll get the info up on chch.com. Enjoy the show.
You too. It's a good show. I like this. It's my favorite part.